the 8th of March, 2007.
Heading into what will be groundbreaking radio, not only for this program, but worldwide.
It's a world first, and look, we're very excited to be able to do it. Poco, how are you, mate?
Good, mate. How are you?
Really good. Now, you have contacted us here, and you have sent us audio.
How did you go about recording an ant fart?
All right, mate. Look, let me tell you, it's nothing that you can't buy at Tandy.
Yep.
It took a little while to sort of put together and come up with the idea. But I think it was well worth it.
What sort of microphone did you use?
Very small one, mate. Very small one. It's basically something out of a hearing aid.
Mm-hmm.
And we also incorporated a Roland sensor out of a drum kit, an electronic drum kit.
That's good. I assumed it would be a very small microphone. I didn't think you just sort of take an ant to a karaoke night, pop him on the microphone and hope for a bit of a...
We did try.
Now, Poco, I mean, we're so rapt that you undertook this experiment for us. Tell us, how did you know, and how long did you have to wait for the ant to pass wind?
It took about 2.5 hours waiting for the ant, and then we realised we had to feed it something else.
Yep.
Did you have anyone knock on your door and go, "Hey, Poco, what are you doing in there?" "Just waiting for an ant to fart. I'll be out in a second."
And were you with a group of people, or did you sit there by yourself?
Yeah, by myself, mate.
By yourself.
Don't know why, mate. Don't know why. This is a great thing to do on a first date.
Poco, what did you feed the ant?
Okay, a little bit of sugar.
Yep.
With a tiny little diuretic tablet crushed up.
David, a diuretic as well.
Brilliant idea, Poco.
And we had to take into consideration, the ant. We didn't want to give it too much and kill it.
Yeah, sure.
So
I mean, you don't want word getting out that Poco's fart laboratory kills its subjects. Otherwise, all the other insects won't join up, so you can record them.
That's right, mate. That's right. We need other noises, and we need other insects. We don't want word getting around.
So Poco, one last question: did you just have one single ant, or did you have a few out there?
We had 3 ants that we selected.
Yep.
And let me say, mate, any other time it's easy to come across an ant, but when you actually need one, very hard to find.
Yeah. Now, did you have a name? Do you know which one it was? Droplets Cuts?
No, mate. Sample A, Sample B, Sample C.
Good, professional.
Poco, can I ask you, what type of ants did you try and track down?
Initially, we looked for a boar.
Yep.
Couldn't get one of those, so we went the little tiny black ones, the ones that sort of raid the cupboards of the night.
Yeah, I'm glad it's a good little ant, because for some part of me goes, yeah, bull ants would fart, but I don't know about the other ones.
Absolutely. And Poco, my other question being, obviously with air conditioners going on, a lot of ambient sounds and so on in everyday life, how did you get something quiet enough to be able to pick up an ant farting?
Well, mate, I think when the footage, you hear some outside noise. We couldn't avoid that because the amplification of the fart itself, it sort of also picks up every other noise, even breathing, everything else.
Wow.
Like wind crossing the room.
Yeah, no, look, it's you've done absolutely sensationally, Poco. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that everybody associated with the Hamish and Andy show, and with special thanks to Poco,
I love you, Mum.
Amateur recording enthusiast, who has sent this in and recorded this for us. Keep it together, big guy.
Yeah.
It is with great pleasure we now ask you to turn your radios up, lean in, because in a few seconds' time, what you'll hear is static.
Well, Poco has outlined exactly the audio you will hear.
There'll be a few seconds of static, then the noise you hear at the end is, for the first time to human ears, an ant farting.
Now, static, you'll hear a lot of, obviously, air and room sounds, and then you'll hear what can only be described as broadcasting history.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes!
Hallelujah!
I don't know if we have to go through official channels to get a broadcasting award. I don't know if they just hand them out immediately. Can we hear the ant fart again? What we'll hear
What
is...
you'll hear, if you didn't hear it the first time, it sounds probably more like a small burp.
It's static, and then it's the noise right at the end. If everyone very quiet, let's hear it again.
Oh, gosh.
I can't believe
it's an outstanding moment. We'll see what Poco and how Poco feels about this wonderful achievement in radio history. Thank you very much, Poco. How did you feel it was delivered?
Mate, very good, very good. I'm a little emotional. Just check. I just want to thank you guys. You know.
Oh no, but we want to thank you, and I'm sure all the listeners that haven't fainted want to thank you as well.
It is amazing. Where were you when the first ant fart was broadcast? Thank you so much to Poco. It is amazing, and to take us out, Ham, we probably have to do.
Well, Andy, before we go to a song, I was just wondering if you could pull this ant's finger for me. Actually, Andy, I was just wondering if maybe you could sit on this tiny whoopee cushion.
Yeah, okay.